Hello everybody, welcome back to our video on the United States, who are not united at all, here in outbreak for Kaiserreich. Last episode, we got syndicates in power under the glorious leadership of Jack Reed. And now we are waiting for a possible eruption of a civil war. And we don't have any consumer goods factories left, okay. But anyways, we'll see what happens, shall we? Waiting for events as usual. Also the Labor Relations Act, for example, to pass. It'll also give us production efficiency cap. Give us some alongside a rally in protest of the election result. In protest of the election results in America, first and long launched massive rally for. Oh my god, fuck off! In protest of the election results in America, first and long launched a massive rally for sports of America first. So the rally, inauguration of President Reed. The country's social problems have forced the American people to return to radical solutions. The two-party system has broken down, and Jack Reed is to be sworn as the 31st President of the United States, with Norman Thomas being sworn as the Vice President. In a stirring speech in Washington, D.C., Reed has pledged to defend the interests of the workers and work to help revolutionize society for the good of all Americans. Let the people rejoice! There you go, the Labor Relations Act. Now that's after the passage of the Labor Relations Act in Congress, Jack Reed has set his sights on creating social security for all Americans. In contrast to the Labor Relations Act, this has been met with criticism by even some of the progressive wings of the Democratic and Republican parties. Still, there's plenty of support for the act that has already been dubbed Syndicates Social Security. So what does this do exactly? Local power. Violence in St. Louis. Not long after his speech, there was an outburst of violence in St. Louis as members of the America First clashed with CSA officials. The violence was almost citywide and several people were injured. It appears that the local law enforcement were not willing to assist CSA supporters, send the militia unit to restore order. My god, people do not want the Syndicates in power, do they? No matter what, downforce ability doesn't bode well, I don't care. Group machine tools, so do you have more? You have more construction capabilities because of the things that actually happened. The Dominican Republic declared war on Haiti. These two people are at war apparently. Really small front line, that's for sure. Wonder who's going to win. Attackers of the Dominican Republic, so they. Yeah, popularity exchange, popularity syndicalism. That's always good. Today marked the stumbling result in Spanish elections. Held amid much violence and protest by syndicalists and Carlist anarchists. Despite the effort of those fringe groups, the ruling Acción Popular proved victorious, and while opposition parties initially contested the election result, so far it appears as if the win is legitimate. While this by no means restores the calm in the Kingdom of Spain, it goes a long way to reassuring the public that the government maintains popular support and that a civil war has been narrowly averted. Peace rules in Spain. So, civil war averted. Or victory in the civil war. And now they're consolidating Spain. So they now can do anything, and at least they're not syndicalists. Or no, not I'm syndicalist. Fuck, they're not syndicalists. Fuck. Also, like their war in Hungary, the prices on the Danube. So right now the authoritarian Democrats are still in power. Okay, so we have passed the Syndicate Social Security Act. Oh my god. And now Research Nationalization Act. After the passage of the Social Security Act, Reed has set aside to rationalizing the resources of America for Americans. However, the Resource Nationalization Act has already met with stiff resistance by some outright hostility from others. Reed and the Syndicalists are determined to push it through, though. We are determined. I got the main declare war. Oh, pfft. The ship Edgar Williams exploded in New York docks only minutes after entering it. An investigation showed that it contained a large amount of explosives going to an unknown location. Some within the government think that it is a plot. Oh my god, these typos are ridiculous. Think that it is a plot by the enemies of the current administration to smuggle weapons to the enemies of the people of America. Disastrous! So, Reed wanted to remove the power of America First by transferring power to Southern trade unions, as the trade unions attempted to consolidate the power of the America First moved against them, rallying people against the CSA. Long marched through the cells, causing chaos wherever he went, sent in the militia to practice trade unions, support the unions financially. We already did the whole... You know when you're in... You know that point when you've hit, like... Oh, what do you say? Fuck. When you've hit, you know what they say when you've hit low button, like when you've hit the ground that you can't go. The only way you can go is up, or whatever do you say it? Mexico. So, the financial support from Reed to Southern trade unions did not stop the America First harassment. Local unions petitioned Reed to allow them to hire Mexican revolutionaries to protect them. Reed knew that a move like this would cause additional trouble with the America First. Allow them to hire Mexicans. This is a dangerous proposition. We will not allow them to hire Mexicans. Because that might cause the Mexicans to, try and take some of these lands because they think that they're theirs. No one gets effect from Southern Rally, which is good. Oh, there's our fleet. Who knows them yet? Let's hope that always works. Portugal and Dutch, apparently Portugal and Dutch Middle Africa were at war, and Dutch Middle Africa has taken the Portuguese colonies. Well, fuck me sideways. Do the Portuguese have a focus tree? No, they don't. They only have the Long and MacArthur. Reed received information that Long was attempting to incite General MacArthur to remove Reed from office by using the military. There was no hard evidence to support their claim, but MacArthur has always opposed Reed there were some in the administration that thought it was true. No chances. Arrest Long and MacArthur. Arrest Long. That should be enough. Arrest the general. Arrest them both. Oh god. MacArthur in control. Oh god damn it. The end of American democracy. Well, it looks like we now have General MacArthur in jail. Oh god. Okay, so the combined syndicates of America have seized major cities and declared independence from the United States of America. The disaster has begun. Stand by the Republic. The rising has begun. Stand by the workers. Fuck yeah! We'll stand by the workers. For them. For syndicalism. We'll not stand for this. I'm loving this. We barely have any infantry coming, okay. We do have a lot of shit, so start constructing these things. Hold on, get them out of the way so they don't get easily conquered. Go, build them over there. Yeah, 3 dockyards, I guess. Put them in the convoys. We don't want to bother that much. Okay, so here we go. So we don't have any military, but we are playing as the Syndicates of America. Okay, so let's hope that we win this. So there's the American United States. Our DOC is growing. Oh god. High popularity. Results from people. Excellent. Okay, so what is this? The Central Committee of the Combined Syndicates of America have issued a proclamation that all powers in the former United States have now legitimately passed the working classes. To be exercised through a Continental Chamber of Syndicates and defended from the external enemies by the Revolution Syndicates GAS. Secretary of the new chamber is James P. To improve workers' rights. Max Chapman to nationalize the major industrial concerns. Paul to sweep away all vested advantages of the capitalist system. Oh, we go ahead. To create a disciplined army of labor. Yes! Rise the ESA militias. Death to the American United States. And the USA. Oh my god, we have a lot of divisions. First things first. Getting involved over here. We'll try, first things first, is attack the American United States because they are easier to take down. Who will we get in charge? Swedley Butler. There we go. Second American Civil War. There we go. You. Get into Baltimore. Eventually into Washington. That'll be helpful. French volunteers and equipment arrive. Excellent. Some more divisions, I guess. Oh, one more. We have some more shit we can do. War of Syndicalism. People's Liberation Navy. People's Liberation Army. War Syndicalism. The revolution cannot be brought to fruition but through force alone. We need to set up the economic policy for the revolution. Some think that we shall have a centralized planning committee to organize the economy. It is strongly opposed by those that think a more orthodox syndicalism as a proper economic policy. Okay, there we go. Into Baltimore, please. Go. Now we need to get into Washington, if we can. Immigrants. So, some of the elites in the upper class in the Great Lakes have left their homes, took their families across the border to the roadless Canada. Close the ambassador bridges and patrol the Detroit River. Let the pitiful estate individuals go where they belong. Let them go where they belong. Rise my minions. Rise my minions! Rise my minions! A navy! The war has begun! Deal with them later. So the Canadians have taken New York and shit. New York and New England. Not most profitable, but I guess they have those now. Those colony states they don't get. So there's a few minions that have risen. There we go, more minions. Always good to have those. Democracy prevails in the city. Canada seizes Alaska. Oh, fuck me. Let's get them out of Washington. There we go. Get into Washington ASAP. Downfall of stability, I guess. Fall of Washington. And deal with the remnants. Okay. What we need to do is take out Pacific States of America that war in the United States. We shall attend. 10 volunteers and equipment arrive. Very well, excellent. German volunteers arrive, excellent. Send volunteers, want to send us 4 divisions. Most of them arrive over here. We have a lot of militia. Again, not the best units, but we can manage. Take out these 2 divisions in Baltimore, grab what we can. We don't steal from other Americans. No, we don't. We need to get into Atlanta and shit and take out the American United States, because if we take them out, that's one less thing to worry about. But the problem now is we are completely deserting our flank. What? Hell? Where are we getting attacked from? What? Excuse me, but how the hell did he get into Washington? Yeah, they're actually just... what? Excuse me, but that doesn't really make sense, does it? Like, what? They legit just gone to Washington somehow. They immediately left. Get back to Washington. Full division that the Communist province has arrived. Looks like the the Americans are not like going through here at all. It's kind of hard to play this. Whatever, we'll succeed. Get into American Union, States, territory, ASAP. Take out the American Union. I got them, no. Get these guys spent. More shit over here. Not capturing anymore. I don't know why they're not attacking, but they're not at all interested in taking out their shit. Once you get over here, all the others get there. I don't know why the Maryland is such a problem, but whatever. And you guys. So with the American question settled, Ernest Hemingway, the syndicate's delegate to the Congress, took the stage. He thanked all those who supported the CSA cause and called on the socialist world to constantly battle the reactionaries. The speech was received with great applause, especially by the French delegation. Political power. Yes. We've hit... Over here we've officially come into contact with the good old American United States, and looks like these guys are also in on this. Let's hope that the United States has too much to worry about while we take out. Mexican helps arrives. Yay, the Mexicans have come out to help us. There we go, there's the Mexicans. Oh, St. Louis. I love that the USA is not even trying. And look, there's even Germans in there. Thanks, comrade. Central American help arrives. More militia. Yeah, that's exactly what we need. Oh god, those are actual divisions. Where are they from? British help arrives. So the British will help me out, I guess. Fight, my minions. Yeah, I have a lot more support than everybody else, which makes sense. Come on, get into North Carolina. Get into North Carolina. Come on. Have we lost provinces over here? Yes, we have lost some. However, the AI is not interested in going to that exposed land they have at all. Something that I expected, because the AI is stupid and really predictable for some reason. Let's get to take out the rest of Virginia. Hold on, that's his actual... Look how far we've already pushed. We've pushed far beyond war syndicalism. Okay, so... Won't worry about that right now. We get the People's Liberation Army. We have some more... Lovely guy, just put that into that. There we go. Okay, so here we go. This guy. Okay, so... The American United States had a few victory points. However, most importantly, Atlanta. So I'm going to take this division and go on the Grand VP rush. Leonsville captured. We don't steal from Americans. Pretty much that's just events like, oh, you have captured some shit. You can now flash in the Belgrade Pact. You can now just destroy shit to fuck people over. Am I right? Let's get these guys into Charlotte. Just in case. Keep pushing my minions. Well-regulated army, support militias. Well-regulated army is probably the best idea. Just saying. Into Norfolk. Push the American Union States out of here. They're not worthy. Oh look, St. Louis. Well, let's get you. Just take these 2 provinces back, please. Thank you. Why there's 4 divisions assigned to this front, I'm not sure, but you get in there. Our main focus on just taking out the American Union States is definitely helping out. We got 1 American Union States. No, what was that? I read it incorrectly. Oh, I got Romania. I got 1 Hungary again! So it looks like Hungary won this little war with the Austrian Empire, and they lost. Austria definitely lost some of its power, and now the only thing is the Kingdom of Illyria, which is not worth anything at all. And I got Romania's now declaring a war on Hungary again, simply out of principle. Well, shit. The fact that we're solely focusing on this area of the front is just helping out greatly, because look at how many divisions you have over here. Take out this division as well, because that's like a actual proper division from another nation, which is great for them. Which is a great thing, because pretty much the least powerful peoples are the ones that are from the... Oh no, that I thought that the American United States flag was different, but apparently not. So yeah, you guys, some of you, stop your attack. Get into there, please. We need to get into there so we can help out this front over here, because they are obviously losing. There we go, we've got reinforcements in there. You guys need to get in there. We attack from the side. Oh, you guys march to St. Louis. Simply our principle. Looks like North Carolina has mostly fallen. At least that's a thing. American United States is probably losing on most fronts, except for on Tennessee, where they've actually captured some shit from the United States. Oh look, they've actually... they take 2 provinces and like, okay, that's all we want now, we could be going somewhere else. The AI sometimes just... it's just baffling to me how stupid the AI can be sometimes. Oh my god. For syndicalism. To syndicalism and beyond! I also get into that province, that's just a very well defendable province, just laying out there right in front of my nose, just to be able to take. And now North Carolina is mostly ours, except for Charlotte, which is still not fallen yet. Because, oh look, Patton. There we go. We pushed into there. Now we are officially pushing into South Carolina. That got me off guard. And we're even pushing on Atlanta. Oh, we're having some, a bit of send some British help out. We'll go ahead and get some more shit. Russia announced their ambitions. Okay, you can do that, I guess. I don't care. Let's get fighter ones. So what is all this? Modify the government. Let's go up to early mobilization. Oh, we're on volunteer only. Fuck me. Didn't know that. Oh my, looks like they've been stopped us from marching, just simply marching to thingy. I'm just hoping that we can take out the American Union States before the AI gets its shit together and starts actually doing something for once. You guys, get into there. Take that port, why don't you? There we go. That's Turkish troops, so the Turks are helping out over here, I guess. I think I was all saving something. About one of you, one that's moving, go into here because we're getting attacked over there and don't want to lose a province. Looks like the Indians are attacking me here. Oh god. I'm really hoping that the AI doesn't wake up out of nowhere. Realize that there's nobody defending my entire flank. Oh look, Atlanta. They're retreating out of it. Syndicalism spreads to Burma. Very well. Fighting women. Pretty malicious. Oh yes. Give me some better units. Apparently I'm missing artillery and support equipment. Well, fuck me, didn't realize that. And support equipment. We go, get them in there. Fall of Atlanta. Syndicate militias have been pushing towards the American United States temporary capital of Atlanta for a while now. Reports are now coming in of Atlanta's capture by abandoned syndicate militias. Long's current whereabouts are unknown, but it is believed that he was rapidly evacuated to the countryside. Disturbing news report that the unit's representatives and Minutemen are being lynched by mobs in the streets, and that the city has been thoroughly sacked. With fires spreading to downtown areas, it is the end of the reactionary uprising in America. We are now on your tail long. You will suffer the workers' wrath for your tyranny. We are on your tail. Atlanta captured. We'll eventually have them. We're all Americans. Look, we've gotten 5 divisions cut off of here in Charleston. So right now they're in New Orleans. It's worth 10 victory points. New Orleans is probably the biggest next one on the menu. Miami is not big. Oh, Miami is worth victory points, but... Oh, Charleston is a port. Don't you run away from me. Don't you dare run away from me. Smedley Butler will prove you wrong. You can never run. You cannot hide long. We're coming for your ass, bitch. I'm sorry, my bad. I mean, as per usual, as is fucking tradition, I forget to pause when somebody comes into my room. Yeah, 50% off, so you might as well take something ahead. No, that's not a good idea. We'll get 938 is not yet around. We'll get excavation. We'll also get fucking hell, it's kinda hard to choose sometimes. We'll get light tanks too. And we'll also get field hospitals for eventually once we start using those. Oh shit, go to them. Our best push is definitely in the south, like, or to the, our best push is definitely the east. Well, the west is a little bit more bogged down, I guess, but whatever. Also, how's this current wars? The American Civil War, the American War, the second American War, the third American War. What the hell even is this? That's me against them, and they have lost 42k, and they're about 50% capitulation, so looks like the oh, they don't stand. Oh my god, get in there, get into that province. You know you want to, you know you want to division at once. Come on. Come on, attack them while they're weak. Come on. Yes, this is going well. Oh my god, we're gonna cut off so many divisions. Yes. Burn on the stake, you fucking bastards. We're all mine. And oh look, the Americans are actually fighting us now. Oh god. Actually doing a little bit better now, but I don't care about that front. I want to take out these people. Oh, you've even cut off more people over here. You guys tag these guys. Because there's an actual port over there. We need to get them, defeat them in battle. How long will this battle take? No, 100 days? What the fuck are these guys? They're not, they shouldn't have any supplies whatsoever. But for some reason they're really good at defending themselves. They're attacking from multiple directions. There's enemy and superior, I guess. Oh my god. Just push, my man. Come on. Why the fuck is this battle going well? In our favor. Stop this battle. Stop this for a second and regain some of your strength. No, stop it. Get some help. Go. Replenish some of your health and then attack. Once. Estimated to last another, like, that estimation is so ridiculous, not even funny. Well, I guess we'll have some news attack on that front end, I guess. You go down to Miami. Why don't you? You just simply march down to Miami because you can. Also, kind of, you're all Americans. You can steal from Americans and shit, whatever. Integrate militias. Neutralized high command. War is a racket, I know. Got the lag. You want to send one more infantry division to help out? I guess you can. Anytime, mate. Go down to Miami, take out that little province. Oh god, we're actually losing more and more shit over here, but that's actually their land. We're not losing anything. Oh my god, the AI is stupid. Stop it, get some help. How's this thing going over here? Finally, these people have, this one guy that's sitting in this one province of South Carolina has been taken out. And you guys take out this guy, please, thank you. Like that wall, maybe like that wall in Nepal, I guess, whatever, I don't care. There we go, we've taken out this. What? Now take out. Oh god, apparently we're getting attacked. What? 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 The fuck was that? Find outside, yeah, in Pennsylvania. Where the fuck is that? Oh no, not sure, I don't care. So, how much are we losing right now? We've only lost very little provinces in Illinois, which is really the only thing that matters. Everybody cares about Illinois, right? Okay, war in Nash Orda, I guess, whatever. Okay. So I don't know what the hell happened to those like divisions that got cut off. To compact out this front, just like long ass fucking front going to this shit is not good for my health. You guys get into there, you guys get into there. That from the outside. The age of everlasting battles has begun, I guess. Oh my, these guys are completely cut off. Sometimes it's annoying to know what the hell's going on, but these people do not have anything left. Long can't hide from us. Cannot hide wherever you go. We've already captured Atlanta, which is relatively easy to capture, but now we need to get to New Orleans, which is really, really far away from Atlanta to capture. And there we go. We've actually gotten Miami fully under control now, which is nice. How about we send out our glorious navy with high skill level? Let's do it. There we go. It's down to convoy raid over here. This Terra, I guess. Now, by the way, guys, this is a scripted event. Panama Canal has been going over to Canada, I believe. Yeah, Canada. Oh no. Commonwealth of Canada, yeah, there we go. Well, anyways, we're gonna have to end this episode because we're already 4 minutes over. But anyways, if you enjoyed, just drop me a like in those comments right down over into more shit like this. Just subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully the American United States will fall, and then we'll be able to turn shit around and attack the United States for all what they've got.